Hello, my beautiful darling loves. I hope everybody is safe, happy, healthy, and doing well. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Gina. Now, this is a Cancerian channel, but this reading is for the collective, all the cross watchers, any sign, doesn't matter. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, doesn't matter. This is for everybody, and these are timeless, okay? So please be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Click that notification bell so you know when my readings post. If you would like to book a reading with me, you can order from my website, or you can text me for a phone reading. I do 15 minutes or 30 minutes. I'm trying to keep personal readings for Fridays and Tuesdays, but if you reach out to me for a phone reading and I'm available, I will do it sooner, okay? What else? Oh, please join the channel membership. I do Cancer and all 12 signs, Aries to Pisces, on the 1st and the 15th. So you get 24 videos a month. And then I just opened a second tier for memberships where I'm going to be doing deacon readings and extra readings. If you get the second tier, the first tier is included. Okay. Please post a positive affirmation or something that you're grateful for in the comment section below with a green heart. You guys know I love and appreciate you. And if you would like to check me out on Well of Wisdom, I go over spiritual warfare and just how to apply the Bible on everyday life. Links and videos are below. Okay. Do I want this? I don't know if I want this. What do I want? Okay, Spirit, tell me about Cancer, please. Tell me about Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Okay. So we have tradition, we've got selfish, we've got time, and we've got twin flame. Okay, so Cancer, this is going to be a twin flame reading. I'm sorry. So it is what it is. I feel like you are meeting your twin flame, Cancer. Now, the way, see, yeah, and we've got divine feminine under the deck. So the way you're going to know that you've met this person is it's almost like they have an old soul. Okay. They're coming across as very old fashioned. Okay. This is a masculine energy. They sit in that old fashioned masculine energy. If this is a feminine energy, they sit in that, you know, old fashioned feminine energy. Okay. This is an old fashioned and traditional person. Okay. But what's interesting is that this individual has some insecurity issues is what I'm getting, okay? This person's going to be very greedy with your time and your energy. It's like they want you to be all about them. This is someone that is still healing from things that have happened in their past. Your twin has been betrayed very deeply in the past. You guys may very well mirror each other in that way. The only difference is, Cancer, is I think that you've put a lot of work into healing that shadow side of yourself. So you're not as easily triggered as your twin flame is. Okay. So here's what's interesting. I feel like you're going to see your twin acting the way you have acted in previous relationships. How do I make that make sense? All right, let's just say, I don't know, back in the day, you would message your person and, you know, they took too long to message you back, and you would flip out and you would start accusing them of cheating or ignoring you, or like you were very much in your feelings, very easily triggered. Like, I don't know, just very, I don't know, you know, when people are too emotional, you know what I'm, you know, and that was you a few years ago, okay? And then you healed yourself, you overcame, you worked on that shadow, right? So you're sitting in a different place where you're not so easily bothered. But now here comes this person where they text you and you don't answer back quite quick enough, or something happens and they're flipping out, accusing you of cheating. And you're looking at this person like, oh my goodness, this is how I used to act a few years ago. Like, you know, it's going to be kind of funny. Okay. It's like, wow, you kind of understand how they feel, but at the same time, you're like, okay, this is annoying. You're like, this is annoying. All right. I feel like this person wants a lot of your time, a lot of your energy. They're very traditional. but they have a lot of healing to do. Okay, a lot of healing to do. This person is going to be very obsessive, possessive. They're going to be very jealous of your time, very jealous of your energy. But it stems from a little bit of insecurity because of things that they've went through in the past. Now, again, you're going to be understanding, because it's like, yeah, I was like that. So I understand how you're feeling, but it's wrong. You're not supposed to feel that way. I was like that too in the past, and I've learned to not let every little thing bother me. Let go, let God, let people live. Like, I've learned to be a little bit more like, let people breathe. What's going to happen is going to happen. You've learned to be less controlling, Cancer. That's what it is. This person is coming across as controlling. Now, a lot of times when people are controlling, the reason why they're like that is because they want to control the dynamic of the situation. They want to prevent themselves from being hurt. They feel like if they can control another person's every move, control if they go out, where they go, when they answer, then they're on top of it and they won't get cheated on or they won't get hurt. But that's actually the complete opposite of what's going to happen. The more you try to control a situation, the more it escapes you. Okay. I'm sure many of us have learned that lesson, right? You know what I'm saying? The more you try to control the dynamics of a situation, the more you try to tell someone what to do, the more it escapes you. Okay. So you are kind of in a very, very unbothered energy where maybe you are focusing on your own life. You're trying to build your own life. You're trying to build a business. You're trying to focus on your house, trying to focus on your home, trying to, just do things in your own life. And this person is coming across as very they get jealous of that. They get jealous of that because they're intimidated by it. They're threatened by it. And they feel like you're not putting them front and center. But that's not true. You are putting them front and center. It's just that you've learned, to have healthy relationships. You've learned to not lose yourself in your relationship, if that makes sense. At some point in the past, maybe Cancer, if you were working on something in your life, you would get into a relationship and then you would abandon whatever you're working on because your life would center completely and totally around the person that you were dating. Now it's like you want to have a relationship, you want to be with somebody, but you don't want to abandon your sense of self. It's unhealthy. You've learned these things. But your person, on the other hand, has not. Your person has been hurt a lot in the past. Your twin has been hurt a lot in the past, and they feel this need to try to control the dynamic. They feel intimidated by the fact that you have your own life. It's a little unhealthy. Okay. It's a little unhealthy. But when you look at them, you're not seeing them as toxic or abusive. You're not looking at them like that because you're looking at them with this energy of understanding because you've been there. But it's going to be a little annoying because you have to kind of wait for this person to grow. You have to wait for them to heal. You have to wait for them to trust. And the good part is that you kind of know what they need to get them there, because this actually may be why your twin is coming to you at this point in time, because you have already healed from the things that they need to heal from, and you know how to fix it. You know how to, how to make them better. How you've been through this before. You know how to get on the floor where they are, lay down with them and help them rise up. You understand. I feel like Cancer, this person got cheated on in the past. They got cheated on in the past really bad, and they are in a very dark place when you meet them. This person got cheated on and they got ghosted. Cancer, I feel like in the near future, you are going to have to light the way for your twin. In order for you to get through the darkness with your twin, you are going to have to sit very deep in your spiritual side. for those of you that are Christian, you're going to have to stay very close to God. For those of you that are spiritual, you're going to have to stay very close to nature, very close to the divine, very close to your ancestors. You're going to have to stay very, very close to your spiritual side to get through this, okay? Because it's going to require patience, and it's going to require a lot of prayer or manifesting for healing for this person. You're going to be required to pray for healing for them. You're going to be required to manifest healing for them. For those of you that practice witchcraft, you're going to be doing witchcraft to help heal them. It's going to require for you to exude your spiritual gifts to help them heal. And this is why your twin is coming to you the way they're coming to you, because you're being called to pull them out of that darkness, okay? They're in a very dark place when you meet them. Yeah, see, we got marriage and then we've got unstable. So we have high levels of commitment here. We have marriage, proposal, commitment. They know that you are the love of their life. You know that this is the love of your life. You guys feel that spiritual tie, feel that spiritual union, but this person may come off as unstable. They may come off as mentally ill, chaotic, messy. Their life is a mess, and the energy they emit is messy, and it's gonna make your life a little bit messy. So unfortunately, collective, where you're at, you're gonna have to lead. You're sitting in feminine energy and you're not supposed to lead. The masculine is supposed to lead, but it's like you're dealing with a distorted masculine, and it's going to require for you to use your spiritual gifts, your spiritual knowledge, the things that you have gained during your journey of pain and suffering, and shed that light onto your person's darkness, okay? Yeah, see, this person may exhibit narcissistic tendencies, but they're not a narcissist. They're just going through a very difficult dark night of the soul, okay? They're going through a difficult, they're using their ego so that they don't get hurt. This person may come off as shallow or superficial, but they're really not. They're actually a very deep person, but they try not to show that side of themselves because they don't want to get hurt. So they try to operate more on a superficial level, okay? This is your divine masculine, but collective, you have to help them transform. You have to help them ascend into their higher self, okay? Right now, they're operating at a very, very, very low vibration, okay? It's going to be up to you, okay? When this person asks for your forgiveness, they truly, honestly feel bad. They're going to hurt you. And then finally they'll be enlightened and say, you know what? I really can't do this to you anymore. And once they apologize, that's the key here. Okay. This is not going to be this is how you could tell the difference between a karmic situation and, a twin flame or a soulmate. Okay. It's not going to be a repeated pattern. Once this person says, okay, I get it now. I can't treat you that way. It's not okay. I'm sorry. Forgive me. It will not happen again. This is not going to be a series of repeated patterns, okay? There's not going to be repeated patterns here. 1333, as I said that. Yeah, see, no and delays. It's going to be chaotic. It's going to be chaotic, but at the same time, you're going to see progress, okay? So once you get over one hump of them saying, okay, I was wrong, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it again, you do not have to go over that lesson again with them. There will be change. So even though it's chaotic, even though it's turbulent, even though it's going to be a lot on you, there's going to be progress. There's going to be progress, okay? It's worth it. Let me just put it to you this way. You've gone through so many relationships where you've gone through patterns and forgiving and over again and chaos and everything, and it has led to nothing, okay? It has led to nothing. This is going to be that one relationship where, yeah, it's going to be turbulent, it's going to be chaotic, but it's going to be worth it. Okay, it's going to be turbulent, it's going to be chaotic, it's going to be crazy, it's going to be messy, it's going to require a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, a lot of tears, a lot of crying, a lot of anger, a lot of forgiveness. You got to stay close to God, you got to stay close to Spirit to deal with something like this, but it will be worth it, okay? All right, so let's go ahead. If I said Cancer at all in that reading, I apologize. I'm sorry. It's supposed to be for the collective. Hopefully I said collective throughout the whole reading. I don't know. Forgive me if I did not. All right, Spirit, tell me about Cancer. Look at this, Wheel of Fortune and Temperance. You can't make that up. This is a blessed union. You are divine counterparts, and you are this person's angel. You are this person's healing guide. You are their healing light to bring them back into their best self, okay? Spirit, tell me about the collective and all 12 signs. Tell me about the collective and all 12 signs. All right, if we're dealing with an Aries, this person misses you tremendously. If we're dealing with a Taurus, things are going to get better between you and the Taurus. And I see a lot of financial gain and a lot of future planning. If we're dealing with a Gemini, this person is going to, I don't know if they're trying to apologize or impress you, but they're pulling all the stops. They're really trying to impress you. If we're dealing with another Cancer, I feel like this person is either trying to apologize or they don't know how to say that they want to have more with you, like take things to the next level. If we're dealing with a Leo, this person really wants to talk to you. If we're dealing with a Virgo, the fact that you don't want to talk to the Virgo is breaking their heart. If we're dealing with a Libra, this person is entertaining someone else and possibly falling in love with someone else. If we're dealing with a Scorpio, the High Priestess, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. This person is also possibly entertaining a third party and it might get serious. If we're dealing with a Sagittarius, you guys could be planning, someone here could be planning to propose or planning to get you pregnant, or you guys are planning to have a baby together. You might have to go see a doctor if that's the case, or someone's planning a wedding here. If we're dealing with a Capricorn, this person's very jealous and possessive over you. They're very proud to have you. They brag about you and they want you all to themselves. If we're dealing with an Aquarius, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. This person knows that you are their divine counterpart or their perfect match, but they're not wanting to accept it, or they're like, it's like taming a horse. It's kicking back, you know. If we're dealing with a Pisces, Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, this person is cheating, juggling, or they've got one foot in, one foot out of the connection. So be careful. All right, guys, I love you all so very much. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you soon. Take care, my babies.